Your headphone. Sorry about this. Good afternoon, everyone. So nice to see you again after a break. And I have 3 notes for you, and we will be done, and especially for your diaries tomorrow. So let's start. This morning, the General Assembly adopted a resolution proclaiming 2025-2034 as the United Nations Decade on Combating Sand and Dust Storms. The resolution aims to enhance international and regional cooperation to prevent and mitigate the negative effects of those storms, especially in countries which are affected. The text also highlights that sand and dust storms cause numerous human health problems, especially in arid, semi-arid, and other areas, and there is a need to reinforce protective strategies. According to the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, UNCCD, sand and dust storms are an underappreciated problem that has become more frequent in some places, with at least 25% of global dust activities originating from human activities. Last year, GA Resolution 77/294 proclaimed 12 July as International Day of Combating Sand and Dust Storms to be observed annually, so on Friday. The draft resolution was adopted by consensus at the 98th plenary meeting, which was chaired by the President of the General Assembly, Mr. Dennis Francis, at the GA Hall. The PJ is back in the office after returning from his mission trips to Ukraine, Latvia, and Moldova. For your diaries tomorrow, the General Assembly will mark the first International Day of Reflection and Commemoration of the 1995 Srebrenica genocide, or the genocide in Srebrenica, I should say. The event will take place at the GA Hall from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., following the adoption of Resolution 78/282 in May, designating 11th July as the International Day of Reflection and Commemoration of the 1995 genocide in Srebrenica. The President of the General Assembly, Mr. Dennis Francis, will deliver remarks, as well as other UN officials, permanent representatives, and a survivor of the Srebrenica genocide. And this Friday, last but not least, 12 July, President Francis will convene a meeting of the Ad Hoc Committee of the General Assembly for the announcement of voluntary contributions to the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees in the Near East, UNRWA. The event will take place on 12th July at 10 a.m. in the Trusteeship Council Chamber. The UNRWA Pledging Conference is a unique opportunity for member states to financially support UNRWA's mandate through substantial contributions. President Francis is encouraging philanthropic organizations, the private sector, the public, with individual donations to contribute to the agency's cause. After the event, the General Commissioner of UNRWA, Mr. Felipe Lazzarini, will speak to you at this very press briefing room, is my understanding. We'll let you know more details as we receive them. So this is everything we have for today. Do you have anything else here? Daji, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, Monica.
Go
Welcome
ahead.
back.
Thank you.
So first, can you remind us what is the goal, the meaning of this high-level political forum on SDG, which is currently held in the UN?
Sure. The PJ is also going to take part in it, I have to say. That will be next week. He will be there to deliver remarks. You know that the SDGs is a very important, a crucial part of what we're doing right now. It's a very important agenda. It's nothing new. I mean, you all know that, unfortunately, we are not on track to achieve the SDGs by 2030, which was our work plan, our promise as member states, international community. And then I think right now what the PJ is looking for, he's seeking, is really a push for action by member states, but not only, for action by all stakeholders. The private sector is a very important part in this as well, we have to say. So the expectation or the hope of the PJ is for the meeting to be successful. We still have a way to go, as we all know, but he will be there next week, and you can hear directly from him.
What does the PGA have to say that some of those meetings, especially some side events, you don't even have 3 or 4 audiences with all those political,
You have what, sorry?
you don't have even like 5 audience.
5 people in the audience, that's what you're saying? Yes. Look, side events are organized in this house whenever we have, high-level meetings. Of course, the GA is not in charge of side events, as you know. But to be honest with you, I think if sometimes we, as journalists, we look at the numbers and how of course we have to, how the room is filled or not. But it's also a matter of the organization of the meetings inside the UN, but also of priorities. That doesn't mean that because this meeting is not, or this room is not full, that the meeting is not important. Not at all. Especially today, when you have webcasts, some people, and that happened to you and happened to me in certain occasions, they watch the webcast afterwards because they have other priorities, especially journalists to cover. But that doesn't mean that the matter is not important. On the contrary, this matter is very important. We need to be on track. We need to do more to achieve the SDGs. This is important for humanity. It's important for the UN as of course, the driving force in this, but it's mostly important for the people out there, the people we serve. That's why we are here. Anyway, go ahead. How are you today?
Thank you, thank you. As you know, the United Nations Population Awards ceremony will be held tomorrow here at the UN headquarters, I think, ECOSOC chamber. My question is, do we know the names of the 2 laureates for 2024 in the individual and institution categories? Because they were supposed to be announced today.
You are spot on. This is run by UNFPA. It's my understanding that they will announce it later today. But you're right. The event will be tomorrow on the 11th of July from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. in the ECOSOC chamber. So the General Assembly is not involved in this, apart, of course, from saying that the PGA will congratulate these 2 laureates for their good work. Anything else here or on the screen? How are you, Gabriel?
Hello, hi Monica, welcome back.
Thank you.
Going back to the UNRWA pledging conference on Friday.
Sure.
When will you have a speakers list? Do you know?
Some details are being finalized. I'm not sure you're going to have a speakers list per se,
Okay.
but it will be more the format of participants announcing that they will be speaking. I can double check that for you, but the PGA is fully supporting this event. In fact, he has convened this event, and I will bring you more details tomorrow. But I just want to flag here that the appeal for this year is $1.2 billion, and we are currently, or UNRWA is currently severely underfunded at 18%. So it's a very important meeting, and the PGA is looking forward for substantial contributions.
And when can we expect to get information from the PGA or your office on how much was raised? The same day?
Oh,
or?
yes, absolutely. Yes, we will
Same
have
day.
the information on the same day. And of course, it's my understanding that the press conference by Mr. Lazzarini will also bring you this information. But I'll bring you more details tomorrow, okay? If you don't have anything else, I would say it's lovely to see you. I will see you tomorrow again. Take care. Thanks. Thank you.